Warning, the following broadcast, starring 2 of the 5 more educated members of the mediocre chart racing pop rock band Massive Wagons, may contain swearing. We apologise if it causes offence. All opinions are our own. Greetings, round...
We never did the first minute of that podcast without turning the camera on at all.
Yeah. Because we know what we're doing, of course. Because these kind of
consummate professionals.
Never happen to people like us. But here we are, Triggered Podcast. Hello again, how's it going? You still here?
I'm still here.
Hey,
we don't move, we just stay here all week and...
They throw a sheet over us, don't they, at the
end? In suspended animation until they can set us going again.
There's a Red Dwarf reference there.
Is it?
Suspended animation, yeah. You used to like Red Dwarf, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
That's what they got in, wasn't it? When Red Dwarf exploded, when the ship exploded, the reason that they survived, those 4...
Because they were in
suspended animation.
Right, yeah.
That's what they called it when they were travelling like across time.
Yeah.
In fact, I think they got put in suspended animation because the first couple of series of Red Dwarf, they were on the big ship, and I think they got put in suspended animation as a punishment.
Right.
And then there was a disaster, and they came out of suspended animation, and the whole ship everybody was dead. Apart from because the cat had got in there and somehow had been there for generations and transformed into a human. That's why he was there.
Yeah,
Rimmer was dead, but he got brought back to life somehow.
It was like a hologram.
Yeah. I can't remember why without watching it. And Crichton was obviously a robot, so he was impervious. And then the only one in suspended animation was Lister.
Yeah, I do remember. It's all coming back now.
Stephen will probably buy you to death with it.
I used to love that.
Great program, wasn't it?
It felt like it felt like watching an adult show before I was allowed to. Do you know what I mean? I kind of had that vibe about it. You know,
it's fucking brilliant.
And
do you know what? It really was brilliant. It was brilliant. For all the old people out there, I used to have them all on a 4-hour long play video.
For all the old people,
a long play video is like you could get like extra. If you recorded it on long play, you get like double the amounts. If you taped a half-an-hour program, you could get it on 15 minutes worth of video.
Oh yeah,
so you could like double the 4-hour video would have 8 hours of stuff on it
and 7 pixels to watch it
in all delectable 7 pixel Technicolor fucking glory. Yeah, shite. Yeah, but they kept remaking it and bringing it back, and it was always shite.
I remember watching that one where they end up on Corrie. They ended up on.
I gave up watching them, to be honest.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I give up. It's like just leave it. Leave it.
Bad cash in, bad. It just time and a place. It was more than just the show and the script and everything.
It was the culture
of the time.
Everything, wasn't
it?
Yeah. It was that. It was Lister's character and all that. It was brilliant. And he was there, wasn't he, at the time? Chris Barry, because he was doing loads of cool stuff, wasn't he? Mr. Britass. Do you remember the Britass Empire?
I don't remember that now.
Mr. Britass. He ran a.
Oh yeah.
He ran a leisure centre. And Colin, was it Colin? Was his little sidekick? Hello, Mr. Britass.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've met Craig Charles a few times.
Not that there is anybody under the age of about 48 watching this, but if there is, they're all going, what the fuck is he talking about?
Who's Barry Chris?
Is it Chris Barry, isn't it? He's a rock fan as well.
Is he?
Yes, right. Stephen met him. And I think he might have... I think Stephen had like a frigging some old AC/DC t-shirt on, and he had a picture with him, and he's going, "Oh yeah, I love AC/DC."
I remember that.
Or Scorpions or something.
Was it not the in Morecambe? Don't they have like some sort of geek kind of festival?
The Comic-Con thing.
Yeah, Comic-Con.
Was he there?
Well, he's prime for that.
I bet he sacked his fucking agent after that.
What
the fuck am I doing here?
Chris, got this gig for you.
Chris, yeah! When you head up to Morecambe to the Comic-Con. Oh, great.
Because I
went there, that bad.
But he must have been like the headline act or something.
Yeah.
I just wonder what these people do, there's like these actors that were in like 2 episodes of Game of Thrones or whatever, and now they just...
Tell you a couple of stories, right? A couple of my observations about those things is you see those characters on telly, those actors, and they're in like all their glory, and it's like, amazing, wow, these people are icons. And then since the advent of social media, you see photographs, and Comic-Cons have like taken off, haven't they? It's like people love going to them. That's fair enough. They're brilliant. I'm not judging that at all. That's great. But then you just see photographs people have taken, and it's like your hero like sat at a table like with his name with a pin through it on a black curtain, and he's like signing stuff, and it's like, really? Has it really come to this?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
you couldn't look any more like you're trying to scrounge a living if you tried.
Yeah, like a little name tag with a hastily scroll. Like
I was in Star Trek Next Generation. I played a freaking I don't know. But and also the other one, I'm not going to mention any sort of events or anything. But I'll tell you what, I worked at one.
I know what you're talking about.
I worked at one a few years ago, and one of the main attractions was a woman who'd been on what's the Doctor Who spin-off?
Doctor Who spin-off.
Torchwood.
Oh yeah, Touchwood. Yeah, I know what you mean.
She'd been on Touchwood, and she was leaving, and she got paid, and I was with the guy that ran the event, and he paid her in a fucking in a wad of notes. I've never seen so much money in my life.
Oh my God!
Honestly. Really? He was like 20, 30, 30, 50, like for about 10 minutes. She's like, put it in a bag and fucked off.
Brilliant.
Honestly, cash. Yeah. It was cash. Like
who's the mug here? You know.
It was unbelievable. I missed out like it, and I couldn't even tell you who she was. I didn't watch that crap, to be honest. That was rubbish. The Doctor is garbage, if you ask me.
Maybe we need it. Maybe
it should be on my list and all that.
Maybe we need a similar thing for like C-list rock stars.
No one gives a fuck about.
No one gives a shit about.
Oh, your battery's going to die. Look on your camera. It's flashing. Look. Oh no, she'll get through it. No. We've got a new Facebook page for the podcast. New Facebook page. If you're not on Facebook, hard luck. But yeah, what we're going to try to do is we're going to make it easier for you to comment. You're not well, whinge or a whine, a groan or a moan. Then go on find the Facebook page and get on there, and I'll put a post up and whine away. You know, anything that's getting on your wick, you know, and we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. But that's if the battery doesn't run out, of course.
If the battery is going to run out, just going to warn you. When it does, you'll keep hearing our voice, but I'm going to put a humorous still frame on the screen for the remainder of the video. So as long as you don't mind looking at that, rather than
because it's a ball ache. Wait, I haven't got time to charge the battery
again. But it is going to die, and I'll just make sure it's well worth your time sticking around. When I'm editing
awkward, isn't it? Anyway, you'll just have to listen like all the other commenters.
If you're listening on the podcast, if you're on Apple or Google or whatever, you don't matter.
Ignore the last minute of this podcast.
The last minute. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but anyway, we've got a Facebook page, and if you want to go on that, then. I can't wait to see the fucking thing you put up, whatever that's going to be.
I don't know.
Go on the Facebook page and pour your heart out. You know, let us know what's begrudging you, what's pissing you off. You know, I want to hear about it. I want to talk about it. I did put a post up yesterday with a picture of a pizza with loads of pineapple on it. Right now, I meant that to put that up as a provocative picture, and I did say, can you tell us what's bothering you? And then everybody proceeded to berate me or want to marry me about putting pineapple on pizza. It was
an awful picture, though. It wasn't. It was a gratuitous amount.
Yeah, it was. I've got it here. Look,
pizza. That's rotten.
I mean, I like pineapple on a pizza, but
nah, it's disgusting.
I'm not entirely sure about that.
It's like entire pineapple rings, not just chunks.
Somebody said.
But then again, that'll be easier to pick off.
What Neil Lavis or Lavis? I do apologise, whichever if I got one of those wrongs.
Lavis.
Lavis. He said a couple of fried eggs on that, and it's complete. A couple of fried eggs.
God.
Now I don't mind a fried egg. I don't mind a fried egg on an odd. That comes out of the blue. Sometimes when you get a I had a Wagamama's a while ago, and I'd never had one before.
Oh, they put egg on everything.
They put a fried egg on it, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Why is there a fried egg on my duck? Or whatever the fuck it was.
Duck.
But it was delicious.
Wagamama, that famous French restaurant.
Well, whatever it was, I don't know. But it was delicious, lovely. So I don't mind a fried egg if it appears out of nowhere on some things. But I did say to him, I said, if you make one with just egg on it, then
pizza with just egg.
You're a savage.
No,
you couldn't have that, could you?
I think the pineapple thing is
egg on pizza. You couldn't have egg on pizza, could you? I like pineapple on pizza. Do you like pineapple? Hawaiian pizza?
I
thought you did.
No, I like pineapple.
I thought you were a Hawaiian pizza.
Do you know
man.
what? I could eat out. If I could eat it, but I would rather not. I'd eat out.
I think it tastes nice. I don't know why. Isn't that weird? How it's such a it separates so polarizes so many people.
I understand how. It's all about like the way, apple with pork, for example, that works.
I think that's disgusting.
Well, I'd prefer it when
apple
it's
sauce.
Not sauced apple,
Right, okay.
But like cut up apple, and I did this thing a while ago. Sorry, going off on one here. My cooking adventures. Yeah, I know, still with us on the video.
But back in the cooking days,
like you do this thing where you like fry apple in cider.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
And then
in actual cider, like kind of Strongbow, or cider vinegar.
Yeah, Thatcher's. No, actual cider.
Woodpecker.
But it's like white.
The old 2 litre bottle.
White line.
What's for tea tonight? Fucking hell, love you gonna love this.
Well, I don't really know.
Don't make any plans.
No, like a nice flat. It's like a scrumpy, really.
Oh right, okay, yeah, nice.
But that's nice. But then when you're spooning like lumpy apple sauce out of a jar.
Nah, it's
balls
disgusting.
to them, no.
That's awful, isn't it? Awful. We remember that time we stashed that scrumpy cider.
Yes.
My dad went on holiday and brought us back a milk carton full of scrumpy got off a farm. It was about 20% or something. We drank it on the way to town, weren't we? Stuffed it in an edge somewhere. It was there for ages.
And then on the way back, at some point,
picked it up a few days later.
We were like, let's see if that scrumpy's still there. And it was.
It's fermented nicely.
Probably, at least, I hope it was scrumpy and not
Tramp's piss.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Oh dear. Yeah,
the gentleman of the road had relieved himself in that. It probably would have tasted the same anyway. So.
See, Darren Power, he don't like. He's not a fan. He thinks it's absolutely revolting.
Nah. I can understand that one. I can understand why you get triggered over the pineapple and the pizza.
What else have we got? Oh, we had a few good ones.
But yeah, if you just search for it on Facebook, I'll link it in places, and it's just a place to find all the episodes on like the YouTube links, and if you've got any comments you want to make. Go there.
Greg Murray commented one here, and I agree with him. We've kind of covered it before, and I didn't understand what the hell he was talking about. He said kids who do wheelies in front of your car with a ket wig, or wearing a hoodie, all dressed in black, and they look at you like you're a bloody knobhead.
A ket wig.
I was like, what's a ket wig?
A hoodie.
Is this how you hide your drugs?
Oh, that's
in a ket wig. He said no, it's the old hey haircut, innit?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we're still there.
It's
off here, not. We're still here.
It's still here.
Your looks not just changed. We're still here. Oh, they've gone. A ket wig. Yeah, it's the Scouse wig, isn't it? It's one of them. I would show you, but
right.
It's the old Harry Enfield.
I didn't know that's what they were called.
Yeah, apparently so. A ket wig.
I don't know.
I think that's hilarious, isn't it?
I hope that comes back. To be honest, that perm.
Someone, normally a chav, who hasn't had a haircut and instead has grown a disgusting mass of hair. The name comes from the idea that the money saved from not getting a haircut can instead be spent on ketamine. Oh, that is outstanding. I didn't know that. Oh, you learn something new every day. It's a school day, isn't it?
God, that was a big thing, wasn't it? Like, I kind of went. I was going to say when I met you. But that sounds like we were into it.
Ket fiends, yeah.
What I mean is, it was like, going out and in the pubs and stuff.
It was the more readily available of the recreational drugs, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't
ketamine.
God,
when I was a youth, it was speed was the. We're really talking about. I think my mum's going to watch this video.
I think we've covered worse.
Yeah. Speed was the one. Like when I was
the connoisseur's choice.
The connoisseur's choice. It was like you could get like a bag of flour size for about a tenner or something.
The only
it was absolutely
yeah. Like a nose bag.
Yeah.
The thing with Ket that I went out into. I'm trying to really sort of avoid specifics. It wasn't with you or anyone.
No. Of course it wasn't. I'm good boy.
You'll know him. But we went into Kendal and we went out for the day. Just a few leisurely drinks.
Around Kendal. Oh, lovely. Bit of sightseeing.
Yeah, bit of sightseeing.
Down the museum.
Down the cobbled streets of Kendal.
That's right.
And we were in a pub early on.
Some mint cake.
We're going back a long way here, maybe like 14, 15 years. And I was young. I was only like 17, 18. And then there was like kids. There was like a guy amongst us who was widely known to indulge in
yeah.
Ket.
I know what you mean.
And I remember going into the toilet, and it was like an underground toilet in this pub, and there was like it was just below street level, and there was like enough of the street up above top of the ground,
right?
And there were like bars on the windows.
Yeah.
And he was the gentleman in question was stood,
which is probably too nice a phrase to describe him. Yeah,
stood on the toilet cistern like that with his hands around the bars of this, like pulling himself up and staring outside like
it from
like
the clown,
yeah, exactly like that. And it's like kind of frosted glass. And he's like, I don't know what's going on. I can't remember. I think I was just like, all right. Have you seen such and such back there? Oh yeah, he's off his head. Yeah, he's on.
He's having a whale of a time.
He's having a whale of a time. We'll just leave him. He does this. I was like, fine. Anyway, we left. Carried on.
Left him.
Carried on the day. Later on much later on that day, we were walking back down that street. Looked into that window.
And he's still there.
Still there. It must have been about 5-6 hours later,
Bloody hell.
And you could just see his face bobbing up and down. through this like frosted glass.
Oh my
Shocking.
God!
Yeah.
Nobody had thought to like report him or said there's an absolute maniac down there.
You know what these. He might have kept going back there. I don't know, but that's just don't do it, kids. You know, it's not
if that
good.
Isn't a life lesson, I don't know what is.
If that's your idea of a good day out, then
hanging around in the men's bogs, barking at people on the pavement.
Well, it's yeah.
Unbelievable.
Don't get me wrong, I laughed my ass off, but
I bet that was funny to come across him again.
Yeah,
I bet that was funny.
It was funny.
Anyway,
was very funny.
That's enough about Class A drugs. Sorry again.
What other comments have we got on there? Go on, let's.
Traffic wardens. You don't like Matthew Morrison. He don't like traffic wardens. He don't give me very many reasons, but I mean,
that again.
It's a bit. Yeah,
they're just doing the job, man.
They're just doing the job. Don't park like a dick. James Corden. Yeah, well, he's in the bin.
James Corden's not. His stock has gone. He's gone down quite.
I caught a clip on the social media of he's got somehow he's managed to wangle himself like an American chat show, hasn't he?
Oh my God,
absolutely awful.
This was years and he's been doing that for years.
I hate him. Well, I don't hate. That's a strong phrase. I don't hate the guy, but I can't. As far as an entertainer, I can't stand him.
Have you seen? Have you seen that Gavin and Stacey?
Have you realised they brought out a second Back to the Future movie? I didn't know. I don't. I have nothing to do with the guy. I can't have a deal with him.
It was one of them late show things. I don't know.
It's dreadful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's dreadful. He's not even good at it.
I can only imagine how far down these people's ass he gets his tongue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could just imagine.
That being said, we are sat in an old industrial unit in Carnforth making a podcast to about 4 people. So
hey,
it's not the Late Show, is it?
Well, yeah. This is the. I don't know
what you call this. No, come back, have we?
Hey,
got on your James did a great job.
If that's
I don't look at the camera before it's gone off.
We'd never be able to slag anyone off, would we?
No, there is that. No,
this is our bitterness coming out.
It's something about me. I don't know. I don't know him, do I?
None of the stories about him surprise me. You know, when you hear him, I don't know.
It just comes across as a right smug twat.
I'm paraphrasing, but he's probably pissed into his assistant's tea. Things like that, when they're not looking, made him drink it. You want to get on in show business. This is the kind of stuff you need to do. I don't know if he actually did that, so don't
tell him if you know him.
Don't tell him if you know him. I don't want to.
Somebody there, and he's got his number in their phone, like texting him. Anyway,
the codester.
Well, we covered now then. Ketwigs, James Corden, traffic wardens.
Yeah, but then head over there, have a good old whinge.
Yeah. That's what it's there for. It's there to build up a bit of a cachet. A cachet. I've not heard that word for a while. A cachet of gripes.
Is the E on the end of cachet or cash? Because I've always said cash whenever I read that word. I think you might be right.
A cachet.
It's got the little.
Is it like an umlaut or
the little asterix thing? The supermarché.
That's it.
That kind of thing. Did you?
Good job the camera wasn't on then, isn't it?
Yeah, that was an inappropriate hand action. Okay. This is it. I had a French teacher at school that used to do that. That was the
really.
It used to go to sort of, hammer home that you go, "Hey," when you see that thing, and he'd do this really inappropriate hand gesture. That if you were watching on YouTube,
if the head teacher was walking past the classroom and happened to glance through the door and couldn't hear what was going on, he'd see a room full of school children going like this.
Yes, yeah.
You can't see it, obviously, and I'm glad you can't see it.
But he was anyone who went to Our Ladies and know who I'm talking about.
All right, French teacher,
yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, thanks for that. Yeah, we've got quite a few followers on there, so we'll get up some information. I've put all the videos on there. All the previous podcasts are on there for you to pull apart, be disgusted at, or whatever you want, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the idea with this podcast is really wherever you choose to listen to it. To be honest, I imagine looking at the stats, quite a fair few people listen to it without the video, which is completely understandable, to be honest. But it's so get on it and then comment and let us know your thoughts. This is a two-way street.
Absolutely.
Don't just listen to us and our opinions.
Absolutely.
What do we know? And remember as well, it is all light-hearted. We're not, kind of sometimes.
Well, you see, we can all disagree and still get on.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter, does it? The world still keeps turning.
That is the point. That's exactly the point.
It's therapy. This is like learning to get along with each other, but understanding that we can all hate each other at the same time.
Yeah.
Hey?
than practicing to interact with
We don't
people
have to
that you
fall
cannot
out.
stand.
We don't have to fall out just because you don't like out pineapple on pizza, and I do.
And it is all,
In good fun.
in good fun. We don't want to go talk about traffic wardens and that, because there's people out there who actually are traffic wardens, and they were just doing the job.
It was making a rod for our own back, really. I was slagging off traffic wardens.
And
I love traffic wardens, personally. I think they're great people. They do a wonderful job.
To be honest, I've never really had a run-in.
I haven't. I never have.
Although I did. I don't know how they've done it. Do you remember I got this... we went to well, amongst a few other places, we did some acoustic shows in promoting the last album.
Oh, yeah.
And in Huddersfield...
I remember it well.
I got a parking ticket. Not a parking ticket.
Yes,
I got a driving down a bus lane, thing.
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and they send a picture of your car, my car, driving down this road. And it's like, I can't do that. This was a bus lane. And I looked it up on Google Maps, and it's like kind of near where we went. I for the life of me, do not remember going down that street.
But they've sent you a photograph of you down that street.
Yeah. Unless someone stole my car and went for a joyride.
Maybe it's the traffic warden that's watching this podcast is like, oh, yeah.
No, but it's so
We're playing
weird.
them games, are you?
And it comes through, and it's from some, like, parking eye, whatever,
right.
some generic... It's not like Huddersfield Council or anything like that.
Throw it in a bin.
Well, I paid it. Got my chicken shit. But... because they always do this, and it always fucking works. There's only one ticket I've ever kind of got out of like that, and because it was like, no, I'm not paying that. But this was like, well, if that's right, the time was right. I just don't remember driving down this road. It was a simple drive.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And but I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe
Bad
they
luck,
had
old chum.
it. I think I'm thinking back on it. I think I've been had. I think I've been.
Somebody's needed to fill a quarter on their. They fell asleep on a Friday, realised they've busted nobody, and thought, let's get some. Let's him there.
Let's find the crappiest car that we've got on camera.
Were you in the McGann?
Yeah, what was I? Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, you live and you learn, don't you?
You do.
Do we have any other?
No. Well, you know what? We've yabbered on for that bloody long. I think we can leave it at that. We've covered a myriad of topics here today.
I think so. Yeah. Well, I will give an honourable mention to Denzel Bryce. He's commented on something that really does grip my shit. Right, it really pisses me off. If you go shopping at the wrong time of day, and Aldi in Morecambe is terrible for it. The supermarkets are available. People who block the fucking aisles.
Yeah. Sideways trolleys.
Fucking God.
Yeah.
Little fat old people with trolleys, and they're just pushing them like they'd be like husband and wife, God love them, and they're just walking up the middle of the aisle. And there's like on a Sunday, if you go shopping on a Sunday morning or a Sunday afternoon at Aldi, it's just chaos. It's like land of the living dead. It's like zombie land.
Well,
honest to God,
these people
just blocking. They're just like park the trolley sideways in the aisle and slowly waddle off like ET to go and look at the butter, picking it up, putting it down, picking it up. But they're all the same, love. They're all the same. Put it in your trolley. Get out of my way. I swear to God. You can't get around them though, can you?
No.
And then like, get in the butter aisle, you've gone shopping in your T-shirt, and then you're stuck in the meat aisle and it's freezing in it, and you're like, I just want to get out of this aisle.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's
I hate it.
It is annoying. Aldi is worse for the elder generation, I'll say. But then you get the big giant supermarkets, and it's just the sheer number of people in there.
Yeah.
The Asda.
The bigger aisles though in Asda, aren't? There's more stuff in there, generally bigger shops, but Aldi's is like, they're so narrow. It honestly, it winds me right up.
No,
I have to go. Best time to go shopping in Aldi, I find, is like first thing on a Monday morning or like on a night right before it closes, about an hour before it shuts.
Do you not get the Aldi till anxiety though? I do when you go. Oh no, I have to go and pay for this now. How many tills are going to be open? It's only going to be like, and then you have to join a queue, and as soon as you join a queue, that.
They open another till.
They open another till.
Yeah, another till, yeah.
And then it's like, oh, we are now opening till number 3.
4.
And then people who are behind you in the queue
go,
get in there.
They're off Aldi.
Oh, that's not good till
the till system is awful in Aldi. Because you naturally go up and down the aisles, and then you come out at the last aisle in front of one. Everybody comes down the last aisle,
right, yeah.
and you're in front of one checkout, aren't you? Yeah. And then you've got to kind of like awkwardly try and go against the traffic and try and get in the ones down the front because the shops aren't big enough.
Everyone's watching you in their own little kind of...
Oh, judgy manner.
Yeah, very
It's a judgy shop, isn't it?
It does my head in. And then you meet bloody Speedy Gonzales whipping your your shopping through at the other end. Absolute rapid speed.
I'll be 300 quid, please. You're like, fucking hell.
Throwing it through.
Yeah, next.
I don't know. There's something about Aldi that I like the shop and the food and all that. But
more of a little guy. I like Lidl. It's a bit more laid back in Lidl.
No, I'm not where I am. There is no.
Well, you're absolutely screwed, aren't you? It's either Aldi or Booths. You need to be a flipping Lord Gentry to shop in Booths, don't you? That'll be £600, please. I've only bought a lasagna and a packet of Hobnobs.
Yes.
Well,
they got some foie gras.
Some foie gras.
Some foie gras and my grouse eggs.
Yeah, that was 350 quid, please.
Yeah, it's nice. I did it.
It's lovely food, though, cracky.
Well, do you know what? Before Christmas, I was like, right. I said to Nick, I was like, let's go.
Let's treat ourselves.
Let's treat ourselves to a posh booth shop.
Great.
So we went in, and I was going around, and I was like, you know what, I can't do this.
Let's get out before we've committed ourselves too much.
Buy a bag of bloody roasted walnuts for 12 quid. Just get to Aldi.
It's obscene, isn't it?
I wanted some nice cheeses and all that because they have a great cheese counter. But
you're right, yeah.
Then again, I don't buy enough cheese like that to sort of go, how much do you want? And it's like, well, what do I say? Like, do they want that answer in grams or
some?
I don't know, like
bit.
the size of a
me fist,
size of a baby's fist. Yeah. Just cut some cheese off, whatever the price will be, and then you end up with it. They weigh it, and then they get that little sticker on it, and it's about £7.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, that's the trick, innit?
Yeah.
I've been in there for steaks before. I went in there. When my mum was on holiday a while ago, I thought my dad's on his own. I'll get some nice steaks from Booths. So I'll go around and cook him his tea. So you go in there and say, can I have two nice fillet steaks because I like them. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, they look good, yeah. And then they're on the little counter, the little weighing thing, and they look about like the size of a 10p. She sticks the sticker on, you lift it back over, and it's like 25 quid, isn't it? Yeah. It's like, oh, fucking hellfire. I ain't bothered.
It's terrible. I think it's...
I can't afford the gas to cook them now.
It is a nice treat, Booths. My mum, if you're listening, Mum, sorry, but she shops at Booths. Not all the time, but she gets like she'll occasionally make us tea, and we'll go around, and it's like, bloody hell, this is nice.
Well, yeah,
it's like, all right, yeah.
It's from Booths.
Where do you get it from? Booths.
It's lovely. Yeah, it is lovely. Yeah. People that don't have a clue. Yeah, although people that watch this haven't got a clue what we're talking about.
Booths, but Booths. It's like Waitrose, but it's like a localized Waitrose. Everything's sourced locally.
Ah, yeah. Right. Anyway, that's enough griping for the day, I think. Yeah, remember the Facebook page. Griping, give us some ammunition, and we'll come back next week with a bit more whinging and whining.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for listening. Well, thanks for watching half of it.
Yeah, thanks for watching half of it and looking at this obscene still.
And if you're still sat there staring at a blank screen, well, you deserve a medal. I don't know what hilarious picture he's put on, to be honest, but we're going to find out, aren't we?
Cheers, guys.
See you next week.